Okay, so got another episode to react to. This one is titled A Wooden Horse, and I just realized that this is the episode going up on the server's faniversary week, and it's episode 157, which is my favorite number. If you're wondering why such a specific number, blame Varric from The Legend of Korra. That's all the context I'm giving. And Wooden Horse, not. I mean, I guess it could be a play off Trojan Horse, so maybe we're gonna have some sort of. Well, Elvana was sending gifts, so. We're also infiltrating Loth Lore. So yeah, probably leaning to Loth Nor. So yeah, I'm really excited to see Rhyme's drow design. So let's jump into this in 3, 2, 1. Shaky intro. Looks like it's going to fade out. Yeah. Even the intro doesn't know what to expect.
Greetings and welcome, one and all. It is time for Brony Dungeons and Dragons. And at the last session, we had quite a bit of change to one of our main characters in the party. And many of us are quite curious as to what that's going to lead to.
Then as a point, though, can we just point out the fact that this is the first Brony D&D session of the decade?
Yay! And it's the second half.
Yeah.
Eh.
Why you gotta be all
Yeah.
technical and ruin our excitement there?
Yeah, stop stealing Shay's thunder, man.
Who cares? My thunder, he's the one running this bloody game.
Yeah, but you're the over technical one around here. He's stepping on your toes, man.
Yeah.
Meh.
He's right.
I think it was suitable punishment.
Yeah. But yeah, it's there's a lot going on, and to be honest, it's like the hardest part for me about this particular session was trying to figure out how to continue it, because I wasn't sure like where the best place to start was.
How about starting where we left off?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, do I start where we left off, or do I do like a tiny little time skip?
Up to you.
Your call, Mr. DM.
I mean, I would. I have an opinion, but I'm not gonna infringe.
I am blissfully open-minded on the subject.
I get it.
I get it.
The only reason I'm not going to punch you is because it hurts her too.
All right.
Because it hurts you. I just said that.
Not you.
All right.
Shut up.
But yeah, this is gonna be interesting. It's going to be. I'm not gonna lie. The second half is going to be very tense, and the boss fight I have planned is going to be challenging. Not only for you guys, but it's going to be challenging for me to run. But let it not be said that I do not take risks.
I mean, we had an entire session that was a split party, so this season's been rather experimental.
Yeah, just trying to figure out what's a good idea and what isn't.
Ivan, hold me.
You know
I'm
what's a good
scared.
idea? You know what's a good idea? Letting us win.
Starting. I mean, if you were going to go with what was a good idea on paper, most of this entire campaign would not exist.
I'm just imagining that Matthew Mercer gif of him just ripping up a piece of paper, like, screw it.
You know what would really be nuanced? How about we one-shot the boss?
I already did that, remember?
Okay, we should we should get started before we meander too much.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm now reminded of that scene.
All right.
Red versus
So,
Blue season,
do you want
15.
do you
Like,
want an
we just-
intro because
like,
it's been a
look
while,
at
or would you rather
government
Yes,
just?
please,
Malarkey.
always.
A quick
That's
recap
not-
of
I
what.
did like the
That's
intros
just
with the
meaningless
nostalgia
talking
factor of
nonsense.
it.
We went with malarkey.
All right. So then, Great. Starting chapter 37.5.
Is it really 37? Cripes.
Yes. Right.
We've had a lot of 0.5s.
In the last session,
I
the
can
party
believe all that.
had exited. Had exited the fight from the Tarask. Unfortunately, they came into contact with a group of drow, and they saw that Ravis had captured some fire elf children, which he
I
had
need to
been
wash my
using
hands
to
after
blackmail
this
them in
now?
order to fight the dragons. The fire elves had moved things around and tricked the drow into pretending to fight the dragons. But after the fight with the Tarask, the truth had gotten revealed. After a little bit of tragedy, the party decided to head back to Directian in order to regroup and figure out where they should go. It was also at this point where the truth about Nora came to light. Their next mission was to head into Lath Nalor, and Miss Saria, who has been revealed to be Isla Stray in disguise, proposed something very, very drastic, to which Rhyme had agreed to. And this is where we are going to see the fruits of her labor.
One quick thing.
Yes.
As well as that, we've also got what's happening with Elvira and Faye's family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also the reveal. Also the Soren reveal.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Lots of stuff happened.
yeah, I was very busy.
Yeah.
All
awesome.
right.
There's,
So,
whew.
hopefully I can find wherever I put that music. Was it right? It was right there. Where did it go?
Hey, you're in the room with me.
Right.
Yes. All right.
I don't know why I was over.
Because your last session you were talking.
Yeah,
So, Ryan?
she'd gone storming into the room. I don't know why she was
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think the token got moved somehow.
The token's right next to Faye.
Now it is.
No,
it
it
was-
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Just yeah.
Yeah. All right. So,
Okay.
I remember Rhyme and Faye, like, Rhyme asked if Faye would feel more comfortable if she was holding onto her hands, like, so she know it was still her while she was doing a transformation, and Faye said yes. That's what I remember last.
I don't remember holding hands. I just remember they being in the same room. But then again, players probably know more than me. So
all right. So, I'm guessing that the transformation is going to happen right now.
yeah, I guess so. I mean, we got all of the stuff. You cut it off right as we were gonna start. So
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay then. So, Isla Stray, Isla Stray's hand begins to glow, and you feel a power, very, very gentle, flowing into your body, Rhyme. And strangely, it doesn't feel foreign. It feels strangely natural. You could feel your body shifting slightly, like tingling. But it doesn't hurt. It's very, very gentle, almost like a massage or a caress. And then you open your eyes. This is the new Rhyme.
creating.
Ooh.
boy.
No.
Question, DM.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you recall if either of us knew she was doing this? And
What happened was Tantamile came in, and since Tantamile can only speak Sylvan, Faye and Beline understood what was going on.
Yes.
And Faye kind of had a hyper emotional reaction and went charging out of the room after Rhyme, like, "Oh no, you didn't, girl!"
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
Jalarin, Ivan, Amber, Jim, and Owen.
Nyan and Beline reiterated.
Okay.
Oh, I wanted to see where they see Rhyme and they just punch her out of reflex because they don't know who it is.
No.
Oh.
Darn. I was kind of hoping for something like that too.
Oh wow.
The lady is a spy.
They just walk back in.
So-
like,
The spy
"Hey,
is a
look out, there's
spy!"
girl right behind you. It's like, yeah.
So Jaminia and Owen stand outside the room as it happens. They see the light. They see the light shining out of the room. Jaminia moves toward
I'm
Owen.
not gonna do it.
This is quite strange. I mean, it's something similar happened to me, but this feels different.
Well, how do I look?
Faye just covers her mouth when she looks at Rhyme. You don't look bad. But
I understand
at the same time, the hand that Rhyme is holding is shaking even harder than it was before.
Don't worry, I'm still the same harlot you knew. Okay, how do I sound distant? I literally have the microphone right in front of my face.
I don't know.
Sounds fine. Sounds fine to me.
I mean, I can hear you. You just sound a little distant.
Well, that's
Yeah.
Rhyme.
No, I mean like you're.
I get it.
It took me a second.
No, I get what you mean. I'm just like, why microphone? Why? I think I need a new one. I've had this one for.
I mean, maybe
5
it's
years.
Bliss's end because you don't sound distant to me.
You
I
don't
don't know.
now, but you were when you were talking quieter, you did.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Only my outer appearance has changed, Faye. Nothing else. Trust me, Miss Saria wouldn't allow anything else to change.
I know. Now I know how Jaminia felt when she met Shelter.
And at that moment, you feel a hand touch your shoulder, Faithurin.
Gem? Yep.
And Jaminia doesn't really say anything. She just gives you a sympathetic look.
I'm sorry for the drastic measures. However, I do believe that I won't have to rely on a veil spell or anything like that. They don't know this is coming at all. My other drow disguise was completely different to this.
Are you saying they'll never see it coming?
They'll never see it coming.
In a roundabout way.
I was saying that out of character, and I'm just gonna sit myself in the corner.
Oh.
Yes, Mandarin.
You see Miss Saria stand up. All right, Rhyme.
Yes.
You will need a disguised name if you're going to travel down there. How about Alora? Alora Tsarin.
I like it. It sounds like allure, which is very appropriate.
And I think if all of you are going to be down there with
it's
veil
both an
spells,
O,
you
okay.
should
I would've thought it
probably
was an A.
think about what
Wow.
names you would want.
Plus,
that's
Britches
very
McCrabby for Faithurin.
Okay, you know what? You know what, dude?
Okay, I'm sorry, Miss Susan McCrabby. I forgot you were engaged.
I call you Mrs.
Well, that's not
McCrabby.
very nice.
That's the donkey.
PG recording. PG recording. PG
I
recording. I am a good girl!
Looks like
No,
I'm
you're
gonna
not.
get some more red versus
Doc
blue clips
appreciates
for this,
it.
chapter's funniest moments.
Yeah, I do.
Anyways, Miss Saria talks. Well, I must be off. I have things I need to get ready for. And she looks back. She looks back to all three of you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Stay safe. I know it's strange to say that to a goddess, but it's out of habit.
No, it makes sense. As powerful as they are, the gods are not infallible.
True. I will give you.
Solinar. Loth.
I also need to see Father Lightbringer for a moment. So just take a moment to rest and.
Would you tell Jalaran to come here, please?
That I can do.
Thank you.
Right.
And Faye goes sit down.
You see Nyan peeking around the corner, and she sees Rhyme coming. Oh, wow! She looks you up and down. Not bad.
Sir Tadliel, she walks into the room.
Who are you? What have you done with Rhyme?
I am.
I know, I'm playing.
Congratulations, you married an idiot.
You know, we should have a code word so that you all always know who I am. How does harlot sound? In other words, Sir Tanliel, Faye really does require your attention.
Yeah, I'm on my way. Oop, pardon me, Bleen.
I mean,
yeah, Bleen just kind of soars over you.
I don't think she's on the way that
It's
much, considering her size.
Before Jalaram gets there, Jaminia says to Phaethurin, "Do you need to sit down?"
Yes, please.
Right, so Jaminia and Phaethurin.
I don't know what you're supposed to.
Yeah, Jaminia sits Phaethurin down, and that's when Jalaram enters.
Hey.
This is not going to be easy, but I suppose that I have it better than others. I mean, I don't have to worry about being set off by my own reflection. And she gives Jaminia a sheepish smile.
Yeah, Jaminia kind of gives a kind of a sad smile as well. Well, I guess it's just one thing we're just gonna have to work through together.
I suppose so.
At the very least, it's nice knowing that I'm not alone.
How is it that you and I always wind up having the worst possible things in common?
Oh, you're kind of right about that. We both have family issues. We both have triggers.
They both have very sassy animal companions.
This is...
Faye's mind wanders back to Alvana, and then she gasps as something occurs to her.
What is it?
How long was I Alvana's prisoner?
Like 2 days at most.
Off the top of my head, just a couple of days.
There's gaps in my memory of that time, and I know I was inside an anti-magic field, but there's plenty of points of time where she could have done something to me and I would never know.
What do you mean?
Sleeper agent.
Where's Ivan?
Back in the meeting room. Why?
I want him to check me for any Giasses.
A what?
Gias, the thing that Simula was
suggestion
checking for in Cumulus.
I see.
She wants me to use. Yeah.
I see. This in the same way that Simula checked for one.
Exactly.
The wooden horse.
If we're going to face her again, I want
to
leave
referring to
nothing
Gias in
to
Fae?
chance.
Still probably rhymes disguise going into Lothna lore.
Well, let's go. All right, I'm just going to move you to the. I'm just going to move you to the room. Nyan sees you coming, and she decides to, make herself scarce. She moves behind Amber to try and just hide behind her.
Thank you, Nyan. Very cool.
Yes?
I need your help with something.
What is it?
How are you protecting magic?
Well, it's a spell I've used quite a bit. I think I should be able to find it just fine.
I want you to check me for any Giasses. Since I was on a hold for so long and there are lapses in my memory, I want to make sure that I didn't have any fun surprises.
This might be more than a simple detect magic, though. I might need to detect thoughts. Would you be okay with that?
Yes. Do what
All
needs
right.
doing. And however long it needs to take.
All right. You might want to have a seat for this.
Yeah, Emperor perks up. Dragon Snuggle for you?
I think she'd probably like that. All right.
Emperor curls up around Faye protectively.
All right, let's see what we can find in here.
Faye puts a hand on Amber's muzzle gratefully.
All right, detect thoughts. So after about a good 18 seconds, because this is willing, it's just going to go through automatically. You're listening to Phaethran's thoughts, and you do hear a lot of turmoil, and you do feel a lot of her anxiety, but you don't detect any magical interference. It's all the turbulence within her own mind is, well, it technically natural.
Well, I'm not seeing anything odd here. All your thoughts are organic. There's no magical interference that I'm picking up.
Alright. Well, check me for any suggestions next. Anything that I wouldn't know about.
Okay.
Alright, so you continue for about a good 10 minutes, just focusing on Phaethran's mind. And it is a very complex mind. Very, very intricate, organized, and logical. But
Why
at the
are we
same
inside
time...
of Pearl's Pearl? I mean, what?
A lot of boxes,
Hey, Faye.
honey, huh?
Hey, Faye inside Faye's Faye.
Yeah, it's
I stopped watching that show before we got to that point.
Anyways.
Sorry.
Fays have layers. Sorry.
That one I got.
Can we move
You guys are
on?
never gonna let me do my job.
Actually, no, they don't. They wear very little.
Alright. Anyways. While you could detect that the structure of her mind has a loose foundation now, it's still almost like how an earthquake could make a building a little wobbly. You don't detect any you don't detect any sabotage, like the same way like an arsonist would plant a bomb.
Yeah. I'm detecting an unstable structure, but no sabotage. Nothing that didn't come naturally.
So there's no Giases.
Doesn't seem like it, no.
Good. I'm sorry.
But it does sound...
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Amber nuzzles face cheek, but it sounds like she put you through an ordeal that has compromised you mentally.
I mean, you saw the state I was in when you found me, so...
Not to mention the fact that is basically what torture does. I have never resorted to such drastic measures, and I usually end it quickly, but she was...
You see it. You hear Nyan step forward. You met Elvana?
Yes. You know her?
You see just a sad look cross Nyan's face. I know of her.
Okay, I thought they were. There was about.
What do you?
It was like, she was about to say like that Nyan was, the sister that turned herself in.
I'll tell you later.
I mean, I know that wasn't.
Long story short, I've
not the same name as
lost someone I care about to her.
I can't remember what it was right now, unfortunately, but I just know it was
all of the dark bards that helped us with the Tarask have lost someone to Robus's little cult. All of them follow Illustrae because they are being chased out of their homes for being undesirables. Quite the hypocrite your former friend was and is. Undesirable even to the undesirables.
That sounds about right.
But anyways, I think we should get to the to the planning room. Otherwise, and talk about our strategy.
I mean, we're all here.
Welcome to the planning room, everyone.
Well, I guess you are right. I guess this is as good a place as any. Nyan sits down, as well as Jaminia. All right. So, when we go into Lathnalor, we are going to we have two missions. One is to find the genealogy reports and burn them. I know where they are, but I will need Rhyme to help me. Mission 2 is to locate the Fire Elf children, as well as any other prisoners they might have, and try and get them out discreetly.
Prisoners are the leverage. We take that away. They've got very little on everyone else.
I have another thought.
Yes?
I want to see if there's any information on one of our missing friends.
Who?
Rayan Dalgo.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Rhyme shakes her head quickly and sputters a little bit, but decides not to speak up.
Well, I suppose that could be along the way. All right. And now comes to how we're going to get into Lathnalor. We can get there by using Directian's teleportation pad. This way we will pass by the purity checkpoints placed at the entrances to the city gates.
Purity checkpoints? Sorry, I need to know finer points of draw culture if I'm going to blend in.
It's not really drow culture. It's more of a new thing.
Oh, lovely.
Don't tell me. Something that Ravis installed.
Yeah, probably.
Got it in one.
Yep.
Only pure-blooded drow can step through, I'm guessing?
Yes. So it's...
Wait, hold on a second. You said only pure-blooded can step through.
Yes.
Soren's half.
Then how is Soren... Then what about Soren?
I was just wondering the same thing.
Yeah, I've been thinking for a while.
He's half-blood.
Brabus even know that? Because he always wears the mask.
Nyan puts her hands up in the air. It's like, that I can't tell you.
Wait a minute.
Unless there could be many explanations. He's an exception, or Bravis is playing favorites.
Wouldn't be out of his league to do something like that.
True.
How do they judge the purity? Is it a magical test? Is it blood? Is it...
Imagine if you were walking into an alarm spell, and the alarm basically detected if you were a pure-blooded drow.
So magic. Got it.
Yes.
Anyone else thinking TSA? Just me? Okay.
No.
Hey, be nice. Be nice. My cousin works for the TSA.
I respect.
No, I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at the TSA. I was just like, oh, this reminds me of the body scanner. You have to go in there like you're Jesus and like do the thing.
Go in there like you're Jesus. That is brilliant. Also, need to quickly get used to the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay, Amber perks her head up. So Amber perks her head up. Oh, okay, I'll be quiet.
Okay, so, but Jaminia raises her hand. I'm not sure that will be a possibility. If I recall correctly from our discussions, due to General Tenlael's change the locks plan, we were forced to wipe away the runes as well for our own protection.
Yeah.
Nyan kind of sputters. What? So we don't have the runes? Then this entire operation is a bust!
Well, Faye can recreate them.
Hold. It's not as though we don't have any records of how they used to be. You can rewrite them.
Oh.
Yes.
Both Jaminia and Nyan just let out this breath of, oh.
We have a Sylvanesti with an eidetic memory and a dwarf who has an incredible extensive autohypnosis. We should be all
plus the.
That would be me. I'm back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might want to mute, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, plus an exact look of what the runes are supposed to look like, but in paper form. Jalen pulls it out.
Yeah.
We are not helpless.
We made that decision only knowing that we could recreate the runes later.
That was how fortuitous. All right.
Apologies.
Okay. After that little, Nyan just kind of smiles. Okay. After that little mini heart attack.
They are very smart, sweet cookies.
But speaking of that, Rhyme, you're probably the best one to ask this. How far does the magic barrier around Directian extend?
Rhyme, you think about it, and you know that it encompasses about 100 feet past the walls.
Approximately 100 feet past the walls. That way, the outer walls. So every single person living inside the walls of Directian are protected, as well as any of the homes, if not the farms, of the people who farm outside the walls.
Faye remembers something.
Does that extend to a certain... I'm not sure if you know this. Does it extend to a certain entrance that leads into the arena?
Yep.
Where is this entrance located? There are lots of catacombs.
Jimmy, you're the best one to explain how far that is outward.
The catacombs.
The one where we used to escape, and the first time then my idea to get back in.
Well, we do have guards around that entrance now, so if you're wondering if someone's been able to sneak in.
Well, we know
but
for
no,
a fact someone was
but
able to get in.
But no, the entrance does extend past the barrier.
Is that because I have a feeling that's how? I have a feeling that's how Soren's can get in and out.
I have to pause you there. Soren never got in. It was an image of him, remember?
Then how did the black cloak get there, honey?
Black cloak.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. Sorry, never mind. I thought you were talking about last session.
No, different session.
No. We know of what we are speaking.
Yeah,
we are the
smart cookies.
Yeah, Jamelia just kind of sighs. Drat. I mean, on one hand, on one hand, I don't want to completely get rid of that entrance because she gestures to all of us. She gestures to the party. It did save our lives at one point. And at the same time, that is a security measure a security risk that we can't overlook any longer.
What we could do is I could speak with Sarita about extending the barrier. She would be the best one to ask.
It would be simpler to collapse the tunnel.
He can shadow walk. He can go past it.
If we can extend the barrier, perhaps another 200-300 feet, then that would eliminate the issue. He wouldn't be able to get. He wouldn't be able to get into that entrance, nor would he be able to shadow walk past the guards. If I could speak with Sarita about possibly extending the barrier, because she is an incredibly powerful abjuration and divination expert, we could possibly figure something out.
Good idea. Nyan talks. But yes, now that we've figured out that whole change the locks plan, I feel I should tell you about these teleport pads. Simula was the one who made them.
Oh, goody!
Yes.
Yeah, that explains
not
a lot.
surprising.
During the very brief alliance between her and the Drow, General Erdusk approved construction of one in Lathnalor. And I've checked. It hasn't been shattered to oblivion yet. Merely the runes have been wiped away. I'm a little surprised that Ravas hasn't destroyed it, considering how paranoid he is, but it's obviously useful to him at the moment.
He plans to use it. That is why we have used the change the locks plan in the first place.
Or it's possible he anticipates we use it.
And it's a trap?
I'll make sure. I will make sure that it's not. The thing about the teleport pads is that they only work if two people are on each side. So I will have to go to Lathnalor ahead of you and activate it from that side. And you will wait from the portal on this side.
And I suppose I will be joining you?
Not yet.
Well, I can get past the purity sensors now.
Yes. But I would be able to move faster by myself.
If you wish.
Anyways, another thing about these teleport pads is that they can only teleport people in batches, meaning you may only teleport as many as you can fit on the pad. And another thing I've learned is that it takes time to recharge, around 2 to 3 hours. Believe me, I thought. So yes, believe me, I've thought about asking all of Alatastica to just shove their armies through the teleport pad and we just invade Lathnalor, but 2 to 3 hours and only in batches of And only in batches of around 75. That's hardly convenient for a blitzkrieg.
No. Batches of 75. So would all of us be able to fit on, or no?
Unless you've cloned yourself like 10 times, probably you're less than 75 people.
Yeah.
Boy, I got a dragon!
Well,
Alright.
You still count as
It
one.
is-
You can turn
it
into
is
a human,
being,
though.
though.
it is. You'd be surprised how many people you can fit in a small space.
True.
All right. But afterwards, once everyone arrives in Lathnalore, Rhyme and I will split off from the main group. She will be going with me to complete our first mission, as any government building will be laced with anti-magic fields nullifying any disguises. As she just kind of briefly looks at Rhyme. Full drow, we will not be in danger of discovery. And once we complete our mission, we will rejoin with you.
I will leave Tantamile with you all. That way, we at least have some branch of communication, not to mention the fact that it would look strange for a drow who, by any other appearances, doesn't look too special, to have an animal that is not exactly native to the Underdark.
Nyan raises her eyebrow. Well, I was literally just about to say that.
Great minds
I
think
do
alike.
have a disguise for her for when I used to use her for the drow. I will give that to whomever is constructing the veil spell to disguise you all. That way she can at least be with you and keep me informed. However, she won't raise too much suspicion by being with us two.
Yes. And Jaminia stands up, and that leaves one final order of business. She looks towards Phaethurin. Phaethurin, do you think you're able to go?
You'll need my veil spell.
We have a fairy.
But she will have to be out in the open to utilize her magic.
How long does the veil spell last?
I have to actually cast it to know, so give me here. And scroll past it like a genius. Good job.
All right.
It can last for a long time, but it can last for several hours. But if I'm completely honest, I don't want to let my weakness keep me from helping as much as I can. It will be difficult, but especially with Rhyme like this now, I have to get over it. I'll come with you.
Yeah, Nyan's looking a little uneasy. You sure? I must remind you that we are literally going into a hornet's nest. And the last thing we want to do is make the hornets angry. And I must remind you that we do have that 2 to 3 hour time limit. If we are discovered too soon, we will not be able to escape. We must be discreet or we are all dead. And we cannot take any unnecessary risks. And we all must stay in character if we are confronted.
I have a possible alternative. I have a possible alternative activity for you to do, Miss Phaethurin. Yes. Do you remember the mummy?
Yes.
The she-devils have turned.
It is no longer too soon. He can't say.
Speak with him, if need be.
No.
No?
The only way we were able to communicate was through sign language. He knows Dark Elf Silent.
Oh.
And out of all of us, I'm the only one who knows it.
Then you go with her.
Nyan raises her hand. Well, I do too, but that's a moot point.
All right. Darn.
Faye Faye looks at Jalarum. What do you think? I told you what I went through more than anyone else, and you know me better than anyone else.
My heart is saying you should stay here, but my head is saying that the veil spell. We need your veil spell to really work. So I'm torn.
If we cast the veil spell, if we cast the veil spell before we head through the portal, I think we'll be all right.
I want you all.
Because I was gonna say.
I want you all to promise me something then.
What's that?
Do not get into any needless trouble. Especially you, Amber, and your temper.
I'll keep her in check, I promise.
Okay. If you ever are going to propose to her, rule number 1, the guy never ever says he's going to keep his mate in check. That is like the most dangerous words you could ever say.
Not by force, you know what I mean. If she gets angry, I use the opposite emotion.
All right.
Wait,
Amber
those
Amber looks at Faye. This is important. I'm not going to screw up this time.
Actually, speaking of screw ups, has anyone seen? No, it's not.
I'm sorry.
Has
Bad
anyone
transition.
Has anyone seen Nora as of late?
No.
It's Nyan. Nyan says, "Well, was she a blonde, young lady?"
Well,
Yes.
yes.
Last I saw, she just she was running away from the castle. She appeared distraught.
I will cast the veil spell on you all, and then I'll do my best to track down Nora.
Please.
Jaminia, I would like permission to take Gareth with me.
I suppose I could arrange for that. It's Jaminia steps outside. Guards? So one immediately runs up to Jaminia and gives a salute. Bring me the prisoner known as Gareth. He gives a small nod and then just runs off. All right.
None of you are allowed to die on this mission. Do you understand me? I will be very, very displeased if you do. And we all know what happens when I get displeased.
I know. I just had a thought. That black cloak that was in our room that last time, is that still here?
I think so, yes.
It could help a little bit with the disguise. In case a veil spell fails.
All right.
Wait, I completely missed it. What?
Remember the black cloak that appeared in the room?
Right,
John's
right.
gonna put that on just in case the veil spell fails, because Jalum looks at the Soren's mask. Might have a backup plan just in case.
Amael, don't do anything stupid.
Again, don't plan on it, but This is just on the back burner, just in case. Oh wait, do they have back burners back in like medieval times?
Maybe.
It's a little bit past. It's a legitimate question.
I think it's a little late to be worrying about historical inaccuracy right now.
Yes, please.
We made waffles and pumpkin spice lattes canon. We'll be okay.
Yes.
Okay.
No, why'd you remind me again?
Also, people are still wearing chainmail, even though gunpowder apparently has become a thing. So,
I mean, that's kind of accurate, but
Yeah.
whatever.
not really, but that's a longer story.
Do you think the mailmen back in medieval times wore chainmail?
Get
I don't know if it helps. If it helps with dealing with displacer beasts.
All right.
Let's be
Please
fair.
move on.
They wore whatever mail would work. They weren't concerned about the letter of the law.
Get move on, please, Josh. Stop them.
Josh, stop them!
Give me 1 second. I'm looking for something. Where is it?
Of course you're getting antsy, Bliss. If we sit still for longer than 10 minutes, you get antsy.
Okay, first off, it has been way longer than 10 minutes. I don't get much of a word in because everybody else is talking, so meh.
To be fair, a letter opener would actually be an effective weapon against chainmail because...
Shay, will you actually shut up?
No, seriously, because the small blade could easily fit in the links.
I mean, he's not
Anyways.
wrong.
All
He
right.
does
So,
have a
if I
point.
can get this thing,
So does a letter opener.
we shall move to. Where did it go? Come on. All right, and if I can actually grab everyone. Just copying some things over because things went a little differently
Okay, a little under 20 minutes left.
than I had
Sorry,
expected.
I've been sitting in this chair a lot this week, and my legs are not having it.
Excuse me.
Okay, and I am getting. All right. All right. So Gareth returns along with the guard, and he seems to have a very just blank, expressionless look on his face.
Yeah, not really expecting this guy to be happy to see us.
All right. We are going to head down to the teleport. We're going to head down to the teleport pad. Jaminia whispers something to the guard, and then the guard he reels back a little bit. Then he just kind of nods.
May I roll listen to see if I
Yeah,
hear
I was
that?
about to ask.
Sure.
All right. Since it's a whisper, it's going to be pretty high. So.
All right.
Pretty good.
All right, Jalarum.
Okay, that's high.
Yeah. So Jalarum, you hear Jaminia say to the guard, when we use the teleport pad, give Phaethrin the key. Tell no one.
Jalarum just nods. Like, okay.
All right. So if we are not Nyan nods and say, well, if that's everything, then I shall be off.
Take care, Nyan.
I will. I have
Shall
good
see.
motivations to be careful.
We shall see you soon.
Okay, now I can't hear you.
Hopefully.
We shall see you soon.
Still,
Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
No!
Check auto settings on Skype. See if that's.
We don't want you to be dead.
I
All
want
right.
a living
Ah.
Ari.
And I like
Jeez.
listening to rhyme, so it annoys me when I can't hear you. Ree.
Arba blabber.
With her voice, a lot of people like listening to rhyme.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Okay, audio.
Okay. All right. So, copying these.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Better.
Hello, Sprint.
I mean-
okay.
My thumbs up doesn't really mean anything because A, they can't hear
All
me.
right.
B,
I'm moving.
this was all the way back in January. Or at least I assume it's January since I said it's the first session
Okay,
of
so
2020. So,
Up there.
Where are we? There we are.
Up the top.
There we are.
Also, Astral Diamond.
I shrunk.
I don't think that's an astral diamond. I'm pretty sure that's
In order-
scrying or Robin's used
All
to
right.
contact us in the
Faye
days.
steps over to Jalarum and she pulls him into a kiss.
He kisses back.
And then she slips off her ring of protection and slips it into his hand.
What? Oh.
Be careful and come back to me.
Why am I just thinking of that River Song Doctor Who line? If he dies, I'll kill him!
Because that's kind of what she's thinking.
Yeah. Jalarum quickly removes the glove and
Is it bad that I wanna
puts the
follow
ring of protection on his
Faye
other
and
hand.
Garrus? Search for
So,
Nora
Josh, I think
more
you need
than
to
the
adjust
Lost
that
Nora mission.
for me because I have no idea how the ring of protection works.
this is why I'm moving to another. This is exactly why we're moving to another system next season.
But I'll just quickly add that to
Which I'm pretty sure she
magic
said was going to be
equipment, so-
Pathfinder.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
she's gonna want
okay.
it back when you get back, so yeah, she just wants you to be safe.
Yeah, it's because it's like whoever made this 3.5 sheet. Thank you very much, but there's a reason that 3.5 is outdated.
And I'm just gonna add
5E for the win!
Soren's mask as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okie
so
dokie.
I'm going to do, I was given all of the information for Tantamile's disguise as well, so.
Okie dokie. You're gonna
Wah.
cast Evil. Alright, so. Faethurin mutters an incantation. And your forms sort of ripple a little bit, almost like a blanket's covering most of you. And yes, in front, standing on this teleport pad, are very distinct-looking drow and a displacer beast.
Nice.
All right.
I love Displacer Beast.
I look scary.
Why did Rhyme step off of the pad?
Because so
Okay,
you wouldn't
you
catch
people
her
are-
in your veil spell.
Do you have any idea how much this is triggering my overthinking at this moment?
Just be quiet, dude. Put a stopper in it.
I'm not
So,
joking!
I understand. I know you're not
I don't
joking.
care.
Just please.
So before
Sorry,
we go, we should.
sorry.
Do we have?
Even more
I know,
Star Wars
Ryan. I'm
flashbacks.
pretty sure you have a drow name.
One
Does anyone
in
else have
every
a
4 people
drow name they thought of?
that come through the Starbucks drive-thru.
Oh,
Right when you think you're done with everything, you're like, okay.
I don't know any
see-
names for
okay, see
drow.
ya, and you're about to go. to
Yeah.
Oh, you have a
I
stopper.
could link a drow name generator in the Skype chat.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
hang
asked
on one
for that
second.
earlier.
Actually, that's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Take it from me, you're gonna have to do multiple things because the drow name generator is basically let's throw some random syllables together. So a lot of the names
Oh,
come
hold
up
on.
kind
I'll
of
Google
crap.
something. Drow female names.
There you
There's
go.
a good one. Here, female one. Okay, now it froze. Great, thanks.
Alright.
I got
Okay,
mine.
okay, I got one.
Alright, so
I'll be at
just type them into the Roll20 chat, whatever your name is. or copy and paste them.
Sorry, I read that as a Dorkia.
Serious.
Accordia.
Okay, nice. Oh, and also, Faye hands Jalaram the wand of remove curse that Hana had given them,
Oh.
just in case.
Yeah. Yeah, Jal puts it in.
I'm not using this one, but this is amazing.
Okay, so
What is that?
Call me.
You can use the last one though. Accordion, I could be like, I am your partner, accordion meep.
Zizist. Zizits.
I am this the meep.
I am
Right.
electrocution.
These aren't very.
Emphasis
I told
on
you
the
these
out.
are not very good generators. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can already see what the root of that first name was. Dritzt.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I got one for Owen. He's Baron.
Aaron's
Ah, that's a good one.
Baron,
Okay, so
Accordia, Sirius, and Sabal. I got it.
I'll find one. I'll find a good one. Hang on.
I found a good one. Hang on. I got it. I got
Got
you. I got you, fam.
Okay.
Never say these words again.
I got you, fam.
It's fine if you say it.
What?
You're
Are you saying that because I'm black?
Sabal.
I mean, what?
No, because you're Brooklyn.
The ball core. Oh, I like that.
Okay. Oh, actually, Ellie, quick question: how many uses left on the
4.
the wand? So I know.
4.
+4. Okay. Okay, got it.
Cordia Coborel actually sounds. That's a nice ring to it.
Sabal and Accordia Coborel. Oh, Coborel, yeah. And then,
It's Coborel.
Caboro?
hey, Josh, does Dominion have one?
Yes, I'm typing it right now.
Okay, cool. Because I found a cute one that I thought was nice.
Okay. Okay.
Oh
so-
gosh, I need to
okay.
write this down.
Okay.
Do we remember?
Yep.
Because remember, we can't break
Yeah.
characters, so we gotta put names.
Okay,
Yeah, this is why-
I'm writing
this is
them
why-
down.
I have a
So
Google
you're
Doc out.
basically role-playing a dude disguised as a dude, role-playing another dude.
Yes.
Yeah. This is roleplayception. We're role-playing a role-player in a role-playing game.
Oh, and I'll put down mine again. Alora.
Oh yes, please, please.
There you go.
I gotta put this.
Serious. I so
Black.
sorry.
All right, so
Faye gives
And-
Jalaram one more kiss.
And then, Ryan, Tantamai will just respond to Beast. Because she's just a displacer beast.
that's good. All right.
Please be careful, everyone.
I mean, but we are using the Beauty and the Beast theme song, so
Please stop.
All right.
True.
So, where'd the sound effect that I had planned? Okay.
Faye turns to Gareth and says, "Let's find your sister."
We go poof!
They went poof.
Yes.
Jiminia is.
So we're gonna follow
right,
Faye
so
and
Garrett-
for a while, or we're gonna go.
I got it. I got it. I'm just writing it down. Sorry.
And,
I know.
and then Aurora is.
So yes, in a bright flash of light, everyone on the portal disappears, and then when that happens, the guard gives Faye Thurin a key. This is for his cuffs. I take my leave.
Mm.
Princess Allura.
So. All right.
Gareth,
He doesn't look up.
Gareth, I need you. I need your help. We need to find Nora, and I have no idea where she would have gone. All I know is that she's left Erectian Castle. Gareth, please. I know what we found out was shocking, and I
It was
can't
this one.
begin to apologize for what's been done to you and your family. But please, I want to stop the cycle of suffering as much as possible. So help me find your sister.
He looks up. I'm not sure how much help I would be. We've been estranged from each other for so long. The last time she was this upset, she went looking for something to kill.
Faye holds up the key. I don't know what you'll do when I undo these cuffs. But I don't believe you deserve to be a prisoner. And she undoes the cuffs for him.
The cuffs just drop to the floor, and he just kind of rubs his wrists a little bit. To be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do either. Learning all this is just everything I know has been just turned upside down. Part of me doesn't. Even now, I'm not sure I want to believe it.
The things that we did back then, before we truly understood what the right actions to take were.
Yeah, I was chapter 3, so.
All of us. We're called the heroes of Directium, but we're just women and men. We've done bad things as much as anyone else. I want a chance to start making things right. Starting with helping to piece together a family that was torn apart by our actions. If Nora was stuck so long on your mother's death, where do you think that would take her?
Her grave, maybe? Are we gonna get to see Valneri's grave?
If I had to guess. He whispers something in your ear. I'm going to whisper it.
If it's supposed to be a surprise, you better tell me over Skype.
Well, I'm not gonna. Actually, I don't think I should. It's more of, okay, I'll tell you over Skype. Because, this is gonna...
I feel excluded. Which...
Turn some heads?
Boy.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
It'll be interesting. As it always is.
Faye's eyes widen. You really think that's where she would go?
It's literally the best I have.
Then let's go find her. Both of us.
Alright, let's see if I can... I'm currently... There we go. Alright.
Can I just say thank you? I was expecting...
cast teleport for me,
Faye
please?
to, go to Lost War, and then Nora will just, come back in the story at some random point, probably in chapter...
Like an actual player,
that
would be great.
in chapter 39 or 40. But now we're gonna go find her in the same chapter that she left us in. Yay! More Nora!
Alright. So, you and 6 medium-sized willing creatures. You mutter the incantation to teleport.
I guess that Lucid's just hanging out at the castle. That's okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, Nora, 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 Nora! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm excited for next week.